How good is camping, everyone? Welcome back to another week's episode of the Budget 4x4 Live. Today I'm going to show you my camping gear and all the essentials that you need to have an awesome time while camping. I'll include the prices of every item as well to show you exactly where you can find them and to have the time of your life. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's start with first things first. You want to take the basic stuff such as clothing, toiletries, a hat, some towels, and also swimming gear if you plan to swim. If it's winter, I strongly suggest to take a stack of blankets and also some warm clothing such as a jumper, just to make sure you don't freeze. You don't want to get cold while camping, so definitely take those things. Alright, so first up is a head torch. Now, it's definitely recommended to have a head torch. You can buy these for $12 at 4-Wheel Drive Super Center. It makes it easy to cook at night and running around at night time, do whatever you want to do. The first main thing is a tent. Alright guys, so I went with the Wanderer Magnitude 3-person tent. You can find this one at BCF for $130, and a tip is always to go one size bigger than the listing. So for example, if it's 2 people going camping, make sure to get a 3-person tent to have some extra space for baggage. And if you're a 4-person, then definitely go a 5-person or even a 6-person tent, just to make sure you have enough room for baggage and for luggage as well. Alright, so secondly is a mattress. Now I went with the Hinterland double-sized mattress. You can buy this one at Big W for $18, which is perfect for 2 people, and it's also an awesome size for the 3-person tent over there. Alright, so the third one will be the sleeping bag, of course. It is from South Africa. You can get one for around $100, which will be of good quality. The next one is a 2-in-1 LED headlight. I bought this one at 4-Wheel Drive Super Center. It works great for light, but it's not very strong with the fan. So I used this one inside the tent mainly to get some light. But if you want something that's gonna provide you with some cool air during the summer times, I definitely recommend the Coleman 8-inch fan that is rechargeable, and it can work with 12 volts as well. It also has LED lights and can be found at Anaconda for $45, which is great. Also, to pump up your mattress, you can use a foot pump or any 12-volt pump such as the Coleman 12-volt air pump from Tent World, and it's only $20. So I highly recommend if you have a 12-volt. Most cars come with a 12-volt and it won't drain the battery as much. But yeah, definitely the Coleman 12-volt air pump, that will do the job for you instead of you blowing it up with your mouth or using a foot pump. Additionally, a handy tool to have is a blower. Oh my goodness, where's my blower? There it is. It's great. If you want to blow out your tent when you have dirt in it, especially when you go beach camping, you'll find you have sand in your tent after you camped. It's an easy way to blow out all the sand out of your tent before folding it up, and it's also handy to blow up your mattress very quick instead of using the 12-volt pump. However, it only pumps it up to a certain amount, then you have to close the valve. But to get that extra strength out of your mattress, the extra blow, you'll need to use your air pump just to make it tight, harder instead of sleeping on a soft mattress. Alright, so when it comes to beach or normal camping, it is better to have bigger pegs. So I definitely recommend getting bigger pegs such as for beach camping that can go right into the ground. It's nice and long. As you can see, it's very thick as well, so it will make sure your tent doesn't blow away at all. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, the blower, you can find them for around $40 at Super Cheap Auto. It comes with a battery, so just make sure you charge the battery at home before you go. Another important tool to use to hit the pegs into the ground is using a hammer. Now you can find this one for around $5 at any automotive shop. I bought this one at Super Cheap Auto, but it makes hitting those pegs in the sand very easily, instead of using your hand or your foot to get it into the ground. The next thing is mesh flooring. Now Sometimes it can be very cold in the winter months especially. The cold air comes through your tent underneath during the night and it makes your tent super cold. So having the mesh floor blocks some of the heat, and it's also recommended to use a mesh floor on normal ground such as this over here, so that sharp objects don't stick through into your tent, causing holes and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend this one. I got it for $35 at 4 Wheel Drive Supercenter, so check them out. At night times it's good to have some light around you as well, just to make sure you see what you're doing. I definitely recommend this camp light kit from 4 Wheel Drive Supercenter. It's only $37 and the sharpness can be adjusted, which is great. But yeah, I definitely recommend them. The next item is optional, but I do recommend the good quality gazebo. Now, as you can see, this one is the ultimate heavy duty gazebo from BCF. It comes in at around $179 at the moment. They are normally $279, so I definitely scored a bargain over there. But the reason why I went the ultimate heavy duty one is because my previous gazebo actually bent when it was in windy conditions. This one is definitely able to handle it. It's much thicker, much better. Save your dollars and just go buy something good. Don't waste your money on cheap gazebos because it's not gonna last. Alright, so that's a hot tip for me. It's also handy if you're going camping and it's raining, then you can put it over your tent, or you can, you know, leave it on the side where you and your mates can sit and have a good time without, you know, being poured by the rain. Alright, so the next one is the table for cooking, such as this portable camping table from 4 Wheel Drive Supercenter. I definitely recommend it. It's relatively easy to set up, and it also is a good size to have, as you can see, a lot of goodies on here as well. So you can find this one for about $50 at 4 Wheel Drive Supercenter. Alright, so when it comes to cooking, it's very good to have a single stove burner. I bought this one for $30 at Anaconda, but you can get them for $20 as well. I saw them at Tent World and Bunnings and even Kmart for $20. They work very well. As you can see, they work with the butane gas, which is great. You can buy that 4-pack as well for only $8, and I definitely recommend having a pair in case you run out of your normal, you know, gas cylinder. So camping chairs is a must. As you can see, I'm sitting on this one. You definitely don't want to be sitting on the ground your whole camping trip. You can find these ones for $20. I saw them at Anaconda. Yeah, so for $20 you can find yourself a good camping chair, but obviously it's personal preference. If you are a bit bigger than me, then I recommend something stronger. But yeah, there's a stack of sizes available, so just go and check them out. So cooking equipment obviously include your paper towels, cutlery, toilet paper, and just a kettle for the winter as well. Alright, so I used the cutlery set from Anaconda for $35, and the kettle I got from Tent World $30. Oh yeah, just another thing, my fry pan. So this one is a non-stick fry pan from Anaconda. I bought it for around $60. Now you might think, man, that is expensive, but let me tell you, cooking on this pan is extremely awesome. Like, food doesn't stick to it at all, like at all, and so you can just use paper towel, clean it up, boom, you can use it for the next meal. So I definitely recommend having a great non-stick pan, because that will save you frustration. So yeah, let's get on to the next one. Alright, so when it comes to keeping food fresh and cold, I got myself the 60-litre fridge freezer from 4 Wheel Drive Supercenter. It's around $500 at the moment, and then you get a cover as well. The cover is essential in my opinion because it keeps the food even colder and makes blocking the sun out a bit more effectively too, in my opinion. To run this fridge, I run it off a 115 amp AGM deep cycle battery that can be bought at Supercenter for around $300 with the box. Have a look on Marketplace because I actually scored the battery box and the battery in pretty much perfect condition for only $160. So that's literally half the price of it new. So I definitely recommend to run the fridge. But yeah, the second last thing is probably my solar panels. So it is portable, it's a blanket, it can be packed up, which is awesome. And that's just to keep running the fridge when I'm at camp. So if I'm sitting here, you just leave the solar panels in the sun and that will happily charge your fridge while your car is not running. This is a 200 watt solar panel blanket from 4-Drive Supercenter, and it only costs $200, so I definitely recommend having one if you don't have a DC charger in your car. Also guys, just another thing to mention is a proper bag to fit all of these equipment in. So this is the King's one. You can find it at 4-Drive Supercenter for only $50. It is canvas, so it's nice, rough and tough for camping, and as you can see, it can fit a stack of things in there, almost all of my equipment, which is great. So yeah, if you're looking for a camping bag, I definitely rate this one. So basically this is my last item for today. It's just a basic tool set. As you can see, it's got all the essential tools that you will need in case you need it at camp or if something breaks down. Even a tape measure, that is super handy sometimes, just to measure, you know, whatever you want to measure. But yeah, similar sets can be found at any tool place for around $50 just to get you out of sticky situations. Well, there you go guys, that was my camping essentials videos. If you have any questions, make sure to drop it in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. I hope you find this video handy and hopefully you can go camping in style next time. Well, I'm gonna crack a cold one. So have a good one, and always remember stubby holders as well, especially in the winter because you don't want to freeze your hands off. Have a good one guys, happy camping, see ya.